10 eye-opening facts about Iran. Every traveler should know before visiting. If you are in the business of touring the world, then Iran is one of those countries you really need to check off your list. The culture, landscape, art and architecture all come together to deliver a once-in-a-lifetime experience for any traveler. I'm pretty sure you won't believe that there are trees aged over 900 years still standing strong and tall to this day. There is really no end to the kind of scenery you get to enjoy in this country. However, before you visit any country, it is important to understand its history, culture, beliefs and laws. So, in the coming minutes, we will be looking at 10 interesting facts about Iran, some of which will leave you jaw-dropped. Number 1. Language of Iran. If you were to guess the official language of Iran, your answer would probably be Arabic, but you couldn't be further from the truth. It's a common misconception to assume that because Iran is an Islamic state, its citizens must speak Arabic. However, Farsi is the official language, setting Iran apart from its Arabic-speaking neighbors. This Indo-European language has deep roots in history, tracing back to the ancient Persian Empire. Known for its poetic qualities, Farsi is written in a modified version of the Arabic script, showcasing Iran's unique cultural heritage, intertwined with, yet distinct from, the broader Arabic-speaking world. The Iranian constitution upholds Persian as the lingua franca of the nation, making it the language of education, official communication, and governance. Though Arabic holds a special place as the language of Islam, the country promotes the use of minority languages in the media and schools to preserve their literature and culture. The Persian language has held its official status since the early 20th century, with legislation initiated by the Qajar dynasty in 1906. This policy has since been reinforced by subsequent enactments, leading to a monolingual approach in which Persian dominates official settings and education. While the government encourages the spread of Persian, minority languages still play a role in preserving Iran's diverse culture. The Academy of Persian Language and Literature, established in 1935, spearheads efforts to enhance and refine the nation's official language. So, the next time you think of Iran, remember this fascinating fact: Iranians speak Farsi, not Arabic. Number 2, the unique Iranian calendar. Another interesting fact is that Iran follows its own solar calendar. That's right, it's called the Solar Hijri calendar. This unique system isn't based on the moon's phases, like many others, but rather on the Earth's journey around the sun. As a result, Iran's calendar begins with the vernal equinox, marking the start of spring, which makes sense since it's a time of new beginnings. The Solar Hijri calendar is renowned for its precision and is one of the most accurate in the world. It features 12 months. The first 6 months have 31 days each, the next 5 months are 30 days long. The final month, Esfand, usually has 29 days but can leap to 30 in certain years. The names of the months in the Iranian calendar might sound unfamiliar to those used to the Gregorian system. Farvardin, Ordibehesht and Khordad represent spring. Tir, Mordad and Shahrivar represent summer. Mehr, Aban and Azar represent fall. Day, Bahman and Esfand represent winter. The arrival of spring is celebrated with the Iranian New Year, Nowruz, a major holiday for Iranians and other cultures worldwide. It's a time of joy and fresh starts, with families gathering to exchange gifts and spend quality time together. Another significant celebration in the Iranian calendar is Yalda Night, also known as Shab-e-Yalda or Shab-e-Chela. This ancient festival marks the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. It's a night of cultural and historical importance, observed with loved ones on December 20th or 21st in the Gregorian calendar. The Solar Hijri calendar is a fascinating aspect of Iranian culture. Number 3, thumbs up or not? Did you know that giving a thumbs up in Iran is a big cultural faux pas? It's fascinating how a simple gesture that conveys approval or positivity in one part of the world can mean something completely different in another. In Iran, the thumbs up isn't a sign of a job well done. Instead, it's equivalent to raising your middle finger in many Western societies, a rude and offensive gesture. So how did this gesture become so notorious? Imagine pointing your thumb straight up, and you might see how it could come across as dismissive or disrespectful. While a thumbs up in the Western world is often met with smiles and nods, in Iran, it can lead to confusion or even offense. The good news is that this cultural difference is mainly recognized by the older generation in Iran, who might not be as familiar with foreign customs. The younger generation, exposed to more global influences, is more likely to understand the intent behind the thumbs up and let it slide. Still, it's wise to be culturally aware and keep those thumbs in check while traveling through Iran. Instead of giving a thumbs up, opt for a friendly nod or a warm smile to show your appreciation or agreement. Embracing these cultural nuances can lead to a richer, more respectful travel experience. Whenever you find yourself in Iran, remember to keep your thumbs down and your cultural awareness up. This simple adjustment will help you have healthier conversations and interactions, leaving a positive impression wherever you go. Number 4. The world's largest handwoven carpet. Have you ever wondered where you could find the largest handwoven carpet in the world? Look no further than the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque. Covering an impressive 5,700 square meters, this Persian carpet was hand-woven by a team of over 1,200 skilled artisans, with the project taking a grand total of 21 months to complete. We're talking 30 designers, dyers and experts in the field working in harmony to create this giant masterpiece, which cost a whopping $8.5 million. Imagine the intricate patterns and exquisite designs that define traditional Iranian motifs, seamlessly blended with modern elements to produce a true work of art. This incredible creation features 5 large medallions, displaying traditional floral patterns, 25 different colors derived from natural dyes, and billions of knots, all crafted with pure Iranian cotton. The carpet was designed by Iranian artist Ali Khaliki and woven in Mashhad, a region renowned for its exceptional carpet-making skills. The wool and cotton used in the weaving process came from various regions, including New Zealand and Iran's Sistan and Baluchistan provinces, known for their fine wool. Transporting this massive rug was no small feat. It was flown to Abu Dhabi in 2 planes and assembled on site by expert weavers to ensure a perfect fit. This grand carpet is a symbol of Iran's rich textile heritage, showing the dedication and skill of its artisans in bringing their vision to life. So, when you visit Iran, make sure to take a peek at its incredible carpet-making tradition. Number 5. The nose surgery capital. Iran may not be the first country that comes to mind when you think about cosmetic surgery, but it is the global capital for nose jobs. That's right, Iran has more nose surgeries per capita than anywhere else in the world, and it's not just because people want to change. Cultural beauty standards in Iran emphasize the perfect nose, pushing many Iranians, particularly women, to undergo surgery in pursuit of this ideal. However, it's not just about aesthetics. Some rhinoplasty procedures also aim to help people breathe easier. In fact, rhinoplasty is so common in Iran that it's practically a rite of passage. Iranian surgeons are internationally known for their expertise in nose reshaping, attracting medical tourists from around the globe. The combination of highly skilled surgeons, lower costs and specialized experience makes Iran a hotspot for those seeking a nose transformation. But it's not all smooth sailing. Some worry about the rapid growth of the industry and the influence of social media on self-image. Influencers often flaunt their picture-perfect noses, setting unrealistic beauty standards for their followers. Many believe that a more attractive nose will lead to better marriage prospects or job opportunities, further fueling the demand for surgeries. However, the high demand and potential for profit have led to a rise in unqualified practitioners entering the field. Horror stories of botched surgeries have surfaced, reminding people that not all that glitters is gold. The Iranian government has attempted to regulate the industry, but keeping everything in check remains a challenge. On the bright side, Iran's reputation for top-tier nose jobs has made it a leading hub for medical tourism, drawing patients from all over the world who seek affordable surgeries and expert care. Number 6. Punishment for alcohol in Iran. Iran has some of the strictest alcohol laws in the world, as its legal system is deeply intertwined with Islamic law or Sharia. If you were hoping for exceptions, think again. The law is crystal clear. No alcohol means no alcohol, and if you break this rule, the punishment is severe. 80 lashes for consuming alcohol. Yes, you read that right, 80 lashes. This is not just a theoretical law, it is strictly enforced as a strong deterrent against alcohol consumption. Unlike in many Western countries, where drinking alcohol is widely accepted, Iran takes an opposite stance. In Iran, The consequences of sipping a glass of wine could be far worse than a hangover. That said, non-Muslim citizens do have some leeway. They are allowed to produce and consume alcoholic beverages for religious rites and personal use. Armenians and Assyrians, who are recognized as religious minorities in Iran's parliament, can partake in such practices, but for everyone else, alcohol is completely banned. Interestingly, alcohol once played a major role in Persian culture. In Zoroastrianism, wine symbolized the fire of the radiant sun and was used in ancient liberation rituals. Persian rulers of old were known to enjoy wine at royal feasts. However, during the Islamic period, alcohol consumption became forbidden. While wine drinking was once prominent in early Islamic culture, formal prohibition changed everything. Unlike in other countries where alcohol became a social norm, in Iran it became a forbidden indulgence, often consumed in secrecy. Historically, social class played a role in alcohol consumption. The elite were able to drink as a privilege, while commoners faced harsh punishments if caught. In modern Iran, the message remains clear: tread lightly around alcohol, or you may face a punishment far worse than just a fine. Number 7. Gasoline smugglers. Iran's gasoline smuggling situation is out of control. Imagine living in a country where fuel prices are some of the lowest in the world thanks to government subsidies. While that might sound great, it also opens the door for large-scale smuggling operations. Smugglers, always looking for quick profits, have built a massive underground network, literally and figuratively, of gasoline exports. Every day, a staggering 22 million liters of gasoline disappear from Iran, making their way to neighboring countries. These smuggling operations use everything from simple siphoning to sophisticated networks to reroute fuel. Once outside Iran, the gasoline is sold for much higher prices, creating a booming black market. This illegal economy comes at a steep cost. Massive economic losses for Iran, severe environmental damage from unsafe fuel transport, and fuel shortages in certain regions of the country. Despite the government's efforts to crack down on smuggling, the problem keeps growing. Iran's domestic fuel demand is rising and the diesel shortage is significant. A major portion of Iran's diesel production is suspected to be smuggled into countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iraqi Kurdistan, where fuel prices are much higher. And this isn't just a small-scale criminal operation. Even the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, is suspected of involvement in fuel smuggling. When the Iranian government attempted to raise fuel prices, it triggered nationwide protests, making the situation even more complex. Now, authorities are stuck in a cycle. They must keep fuel prices low to prevent public backlash. At the same time, they are losing billions due to smuggling. It's a delicate balancing act, and one that Iran has yet to solve. Number 8. Polygamy in Iran. Unlike many other Middle Eastern countries where polygamy is widely accepted, Iran has taken a different approach. That's right, polygamy in Iran is heavily restricted. But how did Iran manage to buck the trend? While Sharia law allows a man to have up to 4 wives, provided he treats them all equally, Iran's legal system imposes strict limitations. For starters, a man seeking a second wife must fulfill a lengthy list of requirements. He must prove to the court that he can financially and emotionally support multiple wives. Most importantly, he must obtain consent from his first wife. As you can imagine, this is no small feat. The Iranian government's approach to marriage equality goes beyond just polygamy. Laws like the Family Protection Bill aim to safeguard women's rights, ensuring that both men and women receive fair treatment in marriage and divorce. Women's rights activists in Iran have been vocal and relentless in pushing for even greater changes. Their fight includes equal divorce and custody rights, as well as stronger laws against domestic violence. Activists have also campaigned against proposed legislation that could undermine women's rights, ensuring that progress is not reversed. While polygamy is not entirely outlawed in Iran, the legal barriers are substantial and public sentiment continues to shift. Iran's resistance to polygamy is a remarkable step toward gender equality, especially in a region where such progress is not always the norm. Number 9. Women in higher education. Iran's youthful population, with nearly 70 million people, has an impressive literacy rate, particularly among those under 30. This didn't happen by chance. It's the result of government initiatives and societal shifts that have emphasized education as a priority. One of the most striking transformations in Iran's education system is the rise of women in higher education. In many fields, particularly medicine, women outnumber men in university enrollments. It might seem surprising given the traditional gender dynamics often associated with the Middle East, but Iranian women are not just keeping up. They're leading the charge in academia. This shift has been decades in the making. Back in the 1970s, women made up less than a third of university enrollments. Fast forward to today, and they have not only caught up but surpassed their male counterparts, dominating higher education. Iranian women are breaking barriers, challenging stereotypes, and paving the way for a brighter future. However, despite their academic success, challenges remain. Workforce barriers. Despite their qualifications, many university-educated women struggle to find jobs. Limited political representation. Women still face hurdles in government and leadership roles. Traditional views still limit career opportunities for women, even with advanced degrees. Number 10. Crossing the road in Iran. Now for a lighter but relatable topic, crossing the street in Iran. For an outsider, driving in Iran may seem like pure chaos, but beneath the surface there is a method to the madness. Iranian drivers, often perceived as reckless, are actually highly skilled at anticipating unexpected situations. They've adapted to unstructured traffic systems, making them surprisingly adept at avoiding accidents, even in the most frenzied traffic conditions. But here's the real challenge. Being a pedestrian, crossing the street in Iran is not for the faint-hearted. It's almost an adventure sport. You need a good dose of courage, patience, and sharp instincts. Many people in Iran prefer not to drive for several reasons. Traffic congestion in cities like Tehran is already overwhelming. Finding parking is a nightmare. And adjusting to Iran's unique driving culture can be tough for those used to strict traffic laws. Instead, most people rely on public transportation, including BRT buses, metro systems, and shared taxis, or they simply walk. But even walking in Iran comes with its own set of rules. Here's how you master street crossing in Iran. 1. Observe the locals. They've mastered the art. 2. Synchronize your pace with other pedestrians. 3. Expect that cars have the right of way, even if technically they don't. 4. Make eye contact with drivers to gauge their next move. 5. Watch out for motorcyclists, who often ignore traffic rules altogether. Even with these tips, unexpected situations can arise. So staying alert and adaptable is key. Once you get the hang of it, you'll start to see the hidden rhythm in the chaos. And just like that, navigating Iran's streets becomes second nature. Final thoughts. And that wraps up today's video. We hope you enjoyed these fascinating insights into life in Iran. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more.